station on the airwaves, Alt Buffalo 107.7. That's where News 4's Lauren Hall has been for us, and she's live there now in Amherst.
Hey, good morning, Jordan and Teresa. Hopefully that we are coming in clear. We are having so much fun this morning hanging out with Bentley in her studio. We also have super fan of the news station, Brian Duff from the Buffalo Sabres broadcast crew, just hanging out talking music this morning. And Bentley, you keep saying on the air that you have so many friends. You're not used to having a big crew like this, huh?
I'm used to being in here by myself, so it's like a big party in here this morning, which is, you know, I mean, we've got Kerfuffle coming up, so I think we're just getting ready for that.
And Brian, that is what brings you into the studio today, right? Because you're going to be involved with the concert.
Yeah, well, they've been gracious enough, as all the Entercom family of stations have been, to lend their support to the Alex Rice Peace Park Foundation. So we'll have a tent set up there at Kerfuffle, selling 50-50 tickets to aid the cause and get the skate park built. But the beauty of the whole festival is a lot of bands are into skateboarding as well, so there's a great tie-in for us, and we're thrilled to be there and thrilled to be here.
Will there be skateboarding at the concert?
I can neither confirm nor deny that. We don't know what happens backstage. Okay. So out in the crowd, I probably not. But, you know, you do see bands like, you know, Gaslight Anthem, you know, if some of the Airborne guys, wouldn't doubt if somebody jumped on a skateboard back there. And if Brian Duff's around, who knows what can happen. So
now, Kerfuffle, if you don't know what we're talking about, it's all going down next Saturday at Canalside. Unfortunately, if you don't have tickets yet, it is sold out. But the fact that it's sold out, pretty fortunate for your radio station, considering you're pretty new around here.
Yeah, and, you know, to have, like, last summer the show sold out. This year we've got close to 12,000 people coming to the show, and very welcoming. Buffalo welcomed us and welcomed the music, loves the music. So it's a good feeling to have right now.
Ryan, you went to the show last year, right? How was it?
Well, the beauty of it is it was the launching pad, as Bentley said, for what, you know, has become kind of the staple here with the station. But they had their Kerfuffle before Christmas as well in the middle of it. So it's not just a summertime thing. You know, they've been able to basically extend the Kerfuffle vibe all year long. So Bentley was gracious enough to let me introduce one of my favorite bands on stage at the Kerfuffle before Christmas in the Airborne Toxic event. So the fact that they're coming back this year for Kerfuffle summertime is pretty exciting.
Will you be introducing them again?
I don't know.
What do you think,
I gotta talk to the right people. So
we'll see if we can put a good word in. But what are some of the other acts that are coming?
Gaslight Anthem, Saint Motel, Cake, big one, the Mowgli's. We have a local band opening up. It's just a full day of music. New Politics. Brian is actually torn between who he wants to introduce between Gaslight Anthem and Airborne. But you were saying when you came in, we were talking today, you knew he was a big music fan. He goes, he's a big Gaslight Anthem fan, isn't he?
I did know that. I mean, we hang around the ring together at the Sabre game, so I know a little bit about you off the air. But yeah. I'm just sitting here wondering, what about the guys on the team? Are they fans of this kind of music?
I think so. And I mean, I think you're at a point now where, you know, they're becoming more of a tighter-knit group. So I'd like to think that a lot of the guys are going to be in town and around for something like that. So, you know, hopefully they'll make an appearance at Kerfuffle. Hopefully they have their tickets already, Bentley.
I know, because they're not getting in. No, I'm just
I mean, really, is there any way for people to get tickets to the show?
There are a couple chances to win tickets.
You're not a Sabre.
I know. And so we're going to be talking about that on air, and also alternativebuffalo.com has a couple chances to win tickets too. So, you know.
Follow Alt Buffalo on Twitter, because I think that's going to be your guiding light to winning tickets,
yes,
right?
Yes.
And Alt Buffalo, we've been saying all morning, it is one of the newest radio stations. How new are you?
So coming up this fall, only 2 years old. We're babies. And so it's been amazing because people are just coming out of the woodwork. We're looking for a station like this, I think, very progressively music-wise in Buffalo. Like, they want the new stuff. This is the stuff, you know, and it says a lot about the city, and everybody's been great. I mean, the crowds at these shows are amazing. Just the best people come out to see these shows.
And Lauren,
it's all about the music, right?
It's not just these big Kerfuffle events. The beauty is, if you're into music, you know how it's changed since Alt Buffalo came on board. The club scene, the bands that are now coming through here as part of the resurgence, really, of the city, it's all because you have a direct connection now between the bands and the fans, which is this station.
Alt Buffalo, we're here all morning in studio with Bentley, also super fan Brian Duff from the Buffalo Sabres broadcast team. 107.7 or 104.7 on your radio dial if you're headed out in the next couple of minutes. For now, we'll send it back to you.
All right, Lauren Hall, waking up on the radio. Nice to see the faces behind those microphones. Thanks, Lauren.
News 4.
This radio station in Buffalo is bringing new indie and alternative hits to the airwaves. Lauren Hall is introducing us to the face behind the morning show at Alternative Buffalo.
Yeah, that's right, Brittany. We are right behind the board right now with morning show host Bentley. Bentley, this station is really all about the music. We're talking about Alternative Buffalo. And we were just saying, I think a lot of people, when they hear the name of the station, assume it's playing songs by artists that they may not know. But that's not the case.
No, you were actually just going through the list and you're like, Oasis is coming up? You know, we've got, Modest Mouse coming up, Red Hot Chili Peppers. It's a lot of songs that people don't realize that we play, and then they're like, they remember that song, like the Oasis. It's like a nostalgia song, and, people get excited about that. And we do have a lot of new music too, but, a lot of stuff that you guys know, and people are always wondering what's alternative. It's a hard genre to define because we're just open to a lot of special music. So.
And the 2 years that you've been on the air, you've developed a small but very devoted following. How do you think you did that so fast?
I think it does have a lot to do with the music. I think we brought something to Buffalo that people were looking for. Buffalo is an area, they're very, very progressive, very open-minded, and so I think a lot of the music they knew about, they wanted more of it. And I think, that we gave that to them. And then bringing a lot of the shows here, too, is a big thing because Buffalo loves concerts.
And you got Kerfuffle coming up next Saturday. We know it's sold out. Bentley does have some tickets to give away, though, so if you're headed out in the next couple of minutes, make sure that you turn on Alt Buffalo 107.7 or 104.7 on your radio dial. She's on the air till 10 this morning. Brittany, back to you.
Thanks, Lauren. Up on the radio. Today we're checking out the newest radio station in Buffalo. Lauren Hall is live with Bentley at Alternative Buffalo. They've got more on what everyone's talking about today. Lauren?
Hey, good morning, Brittany. We're about what, Bentley? 3 hours into your broadcast this morning?
Yeah. 3 hours, and you've been here with me. Sorry, I mean, I'm not used to having people in here. I'm like, what?
But you have a lot of people, not just us and our TV crew. You also have Brian Duff from the Buffalo Sabres, who's really just hanging out here because you're a big fan of this kind of music.
I'm trying to get Bentley to loosen up. I don't know. I think the cameras are scaring her, quite frankly. But she's so preoccupied with everything that, she doesn't want to miss something.
She has a lot to do.
I know. Like, I have nothing to do, clearly. And, we're having a good time.
I mean, he wandered in this morning around 6:30, and ever since, like I mentioned at our 6 a.m. hour, that the two of you have basically been sitting in the corner talking about bands that you like. And that's what this radio station is all about. It's not so much about talking or trending topics. It's really just about the music that you play. You're wearing a Foo Fighters shirt. We're getting a lot of Twitter comments about that. Do you want to talk about your love of that band?
I love the fact that people recognize the shirt, and I think a lot of Buffalonians do, because it was from the last tour that the Foo Fighters actually had a stop here in Buffalo, and it was one of the greatest days in Buffalo. I don't know how you would describe it. It was sports, it was music, it was everything that was great. The Bills ended 8 years of futility against the Patriots that afternoon at the Ralph with a last-second field goal, and that it seemed like the entire crowd from the Ralph then invaded First Niagara Center, and the Foo Fighters put on just a legendary show that night. So this is an artifact of that. Hopefully I'll get new Foo material when I go down to Boston to see them this weekend.
The shirt looks great on you, by the way. Love the design, love the story that goes with it. Bentley, you've been calling your alt family. You call your listeners your family. Yeah. The family will be coming together at Canal Side next weekend.
They really are. I mean, you go out to a show, because I'm in here by myself. I talk. I don't see what anybody looks like. I go out to these shows, and it is just a beautiful family. Everybody is so cool to each other. Everybody acts like they know each other. And I'll see groups of people, out at shows or out at events. They just hang out, and they don't necessarily, you guys know each other? No, we just met, or, what I mean? There's people, because our show is sold out, because Kerfuffle's sold out, there's people trying to help each other out online on Facebook and Twitter, Adult Buffalo, trying to help people get tickets, selling one ticket here, one ticket there. It really is a community. And look, now you guys are a part of it now. You see how we hang out like this.
I feel like I've been embraced inside the Alt Buffalo family. Hopefully you feel the same way, viewers at home this morning. Buffalo Sabres family will also be part of the concert next week. If you're going to the show, make sure you look for Brian. He'll be at the Alex Rice Peace Park Foundation tent, having some giveaways and the sorts. But thanks so much, Bentley, for having us into your studio this morning. They're playing Wonderwall right now on 107.7. If you're heading out in the car, you don't want to miss that. Back to you.
Thank you, Lauren. Looks like good times.